Good morning. Welcome to Elemental Energies with Chris and Jeff. I, of course, am Jeff. Um, and today like every Sunday, we're doing Rune Reiki. Um, so I'm going to go through the spiel again real quick in regards to, for those people that are joining us for the first time. Reiki, I'm a, here we go. I am a Usui Reiki master, and my instructor was Chris Ann, of course. And I do things a little bit differently. Usui Reiki is awesome. All Reiki, all metaphysical means of healing, of doing work, they're all tools. My specific tool is the Elder Futhark runes. So because I have such a hard time pronunciating the symbols and visualizing more than a couple of the symbols in Usui Reiki, I choose to use my Elder Futhark runes. And so I guess we better cover that first. Runes, okay. The Elder Futhark runes is approximately from nearest guess, 7,000-year-old language, the language of the Norsemen and Vikings. It is a very simple, basic language of symbols, and these symbols have meanings. When they receive their specific meaning when they are paired with other runes. So basically, reading runes and using runes is like telling a story. So here, I'll show you some runes on this nice shirt that Chris Ann did for me. I don't know if you can see them, but each leaf has a different rune. And there are 24 leaves or 24 runes in the Elder Futhark language. These are runes as well. Dursa, Algis, and Tiwas. This is physical strength and protection on my spiritual path. So, and that's basically how you read runes. Now, runes can be, there's different theories, but anyway, the way that I read runes is my intuition tells me if I'm going to start in the center, if I'm going to start on the left, on the right, whatever. When I'm doing Rune Reiki, I know what the runes are, I know what my intention is, and my emotion and vibrational ability to change the energy surrounding me is what I put forth in order to heal. Now, having said that, what I do is I pull all the energy from the universe that's around me and I pull it up through my feet like I have roots down into the ground. And I pull all this energy up. I pull it right here in my sacral or my chi center. And then I bring that energy up into my throat chakra where I change it and I speak or sing in mantra form the runes. And when I do that, what I am doing is I'm broadcasting that energy out into the universe according to the desire of what I want to accomplish. And so when I do these videos, and I have them on our Facebook page, Elemental Energies with Chris Ann and Jeff, and I also have a YouTube channel I put them on. Because they are recorded in this video, they maintain that vibrational energy. That does not dissipate. The only time that it dissipates for an individual is if it accomplishes what it is meant to accomplish. And then if that situation arises again, going back and redoing the video and pulling in that energy will help the person once again. So, Reiki. So let's talk about Reiki. So, Reiki is an Asian form of energy healing. And it involves chakras, it involves a lot of things that I won't really get into much because this isn't a class, this is a Reiki session. So, Reiki, there are 3 levels of self. There's the physical self, the flesh and blood that you see before you. Unseen, well, sometimes unseen to you, is the emotional self, and then there's the spiritual self. So in this 3 layers, anytime that one of these layers becomes out of balance with the other 3, it will cause you stress in your emotional. It will cause you, because you have stress, it causes you issues physically. Because you have stress, it causes you problems in your spiritual self, doubting whether your divine energies that you believe in or whatever, that divine is disconnected. So it wreaks havoc. Emotion, physical, you can wreak havoc in any one layer and have it drastically affect the other layers. And what we are doing, what I am doing, what we are doing in this is we are doing what's called distance Reiki. So if you go outside of your home, especially today, it's a beautiful day out. If you go outside, you feel the sun's energy. You feel it on your whole body. You feel it affect you. It affects you physically, affects you emotionally, it affects you spiritually. You feel that energy. You feel that joy that it's a sunny day. You are enjoying that. So distance Reiki is the same way. The sun is millions, billions, trillions of miles away, but you still feel that energy on you. It still affects you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Reiki is the same way. When we do these distance Reiki sessions, if you allow that energy in, the energy that I am broadcasting, it's the same as if you were standing right in front of me. If you were laying on my Reiki table, there is no difference in the energy that I am broadcasting to you. If we have a relationship, a friendship relationship where I physically know you, sometimes it's a little easier, but I have had tremendous success with people that are friends on Facebook. They're on other continents. I've never met them. I've never seen them. I've seen pictures of them, and I can pick up the vibrational energy from their pictures. So healing with Reiki and doing Reiki for someone to help them is truly no different at a distance than it is in person. So, okay, we've caught up on Reiki. I've explained a little more on distance Reiki. I love doing Reiki in person. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's great. So now the warning. The warning is anytime we have Reiki shares at Elemental Energies with Chris Ann and Jeff, anybody that comes new to the Reiki shares, I have to explain to them, I'm not a quiet Reiki practitioner. So don't freak out when you start hearing me do my runes. Don't jump off the table and panic. I am not there to cause you distress. I'm doing quite the opposite. So having said that, I can be vocal, I can be loud, and I can be emotionally powerful. I'm a very passionate person, and that passion and that emotion is what drives the ability for me to heal and to do the works that I do with vibrational energy. Okay, so we covered the noise, we covered Reiki, we covered runes. I will be moving the camera. I don't have a cameraman. I will be moving the camera because we have a special guest with us today that is going to help me with distance Reiki. Now, part of the reason why I'm doing these sessions is to impart into your knowledge that there is no one single way to do anything. The most important aspect that you bring to the table in regards to doing anything metaphysically is yourself. Everything else, everything external, Reiki, pendulums, tarot cards, runes, everything is simply a tool to unlock what you have within you and allow you to do whatever it is that you do. So, our special guest today is actually a friend of Chris Ann's, and we will be joining him in just a minute. I want to stress also, before I get started on this, is for anyone that is watching this, anyone that is joining in, if you choose not to receive the Reiki energy, simply purpose in your mind, not today. I'm not going to, I don't need this today. I don't want this today. Put up a wall between you and I, and not a complete wall, but one where you hopefully are accepting of the knowledge and enjoy the session, but not necessarily bring the energy within yourself. Anyone that is willing to partake of the Reiki session, just simply say, I am open, I am here, let me gain all that I may possibly gain from what this man has to offer and what this universe has to offer. So, having said that, I will introduce our guest after I open all those that, so that's another thing with Reiki. Whenever you do healing or whenever you do energy work on a person, you need to open their field. We all have barriers that have come from being hurt, from being emotionally traumatized, from being physically traumatized, whatever. Open the person up. But anytime that you open a person up, make sure you close their energy field again. Extremely important, because all the good that you could possibly do for them will be undone if you don't close them. Because if you leave them open and they allow themselves to be open to you and you don't close them, they are susceptible to any negativity, any bad energies that come into contact with them. Close them up, seal that field, reinstall, replace their protective energy where it needs to be. If in closing you feel that they need extra protection because they're facing situations, or they're going to be facing situations that are going to traumatically affect them, boost it by all means. When you close them, increase that field, give them an extra wall of strength for what they must deal with. Okay, so I am going to open energy fields at this time before we get started and before I introduce our special guest, who is already laying on my Reiki table. And I'm sure you are going to recognize him. He is a friend to many, many people. And here he is. This was a little guy that I got for Chris Ann for Easter. Say hi. Hi, Yoda. Okay, so some Reiki practitioners decide that they are going to use a tool for doing distance Reiki. Some will use teddy bears, some will use dolls. I'm kind of a Star Wars kind of guy, so here's Yoda. And I'm not really into teddy bears, so there you go. Not unless they're huge. We do have a huge teddy bear that I thought about doing. So another tool that some people choose to use in regards to Reiki is called a pendulum. Now, pendulums you can do readings with. You can do, actually Chris Ann has a wonderful pendulum video on our Facebook site. It's a free video class that anybody can take to use a pendulum. You can do entire readings simply by asking yes and no questions of a pendulum. With me, I like to use a pendulum when I do Reiki, especially when I do Reiki in person on Yoda. um, because it allows me to pull things out. And when I pull things out, my pendulum will spin in a counterclockwise direction. Just how I opened your um, Reiki field, opened your energy field, going in the counterclockwise direction. For me, in what I do, going counterclockwise opens. It also means no when I do a reading. So um, when I pull things out, when I pull illness of any sort out of a person, my pendulum will spin to varying degrees counterclockwise. There are times that it looks like a helicopter taking off, and there are times when it is just barely moving. That is no sign to the degree or amount of energy being expelled or being used. It is, truthfully, I don't know why it is. It just happens. Sometimes it is like zing, and sometimes it's like, oh, okay, well, let's do this. We're going to be calm. So having said that, I actually have a friend that contacted me who is very far away, not as far as the sun though, in another country, and she is going through some very traumatic times, some very emotional times, that she actually needs not just physical strength to persevere, but she desperately needs emotional strength, and she needs the negativity of what she's going through pulled away from her so she can regain that spiritual contact. When I speak of spiritual in regards to Reiki, I am not talking religion. What I am talking about is that finite connection that you have within yourself, within your sacral, within your chi, within your soul, that you have with the entire universe, with whatever deities that you believe in, whatever your faith is. That personal connection is not religion, it's spirituality. When we have distress, there is a rift in that spirituality, and a doubt that forms. And that causes all kinds of problems. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to reconnect and balance all three levels of herself. I want to bring her physical strength, emotional strength, and spiritual strength. And so I'm going to do that first for her. And if you have need, by all means, jump in and pull that to you. Agolas, Agolas, Agolas. I pull the negativity I pull the stress. I pull all that from you that is causing you ill. All that walks before you, all that is coming in your direction, I pull it from you. I invoke the storm that clears the path, the storm that clears the way for new growth and new situations in all that you desire, all that you want to be, and all that you are endeavoring to achieve. Now that we have emptied that void and cleaned all those recesses, I bring the light. I bring the light of day. I bring the light of goodness. I bring that light, that power that drives the goodness before us, that connects us spiritually to make us one with the universe, with our deities, with our inner self, with our power. Okay, so I've taken care of her and I've closed her back up. So I am going to bring you back up here and let's do some work on all of you. So, as I confess, I'm an emotional kind of guy. So, anyway, handy place for my pendulum too. Thank you, Chris Ann. So I'm going to do some of the same energy on those that are watching right now and those that will be watching later. Yeah, guess what? I'm a psychic. I know there are people that are going to be watching that need this as much as all of us do. Who doesn't need it, you know? So anyway, having said that, your Reiki fields are open. I hope that you were able to pull from that and that if you have similar situations, well, whatever your situation is, doesn't matter. I hope it helped you. So now I am going to focus on you specifically. Specifically, generally, there are a lot of people watching, and I so much appreciate that. You know, it brings me such wonderful energy to have you watch, to have you care enough about the things that I do, and that my desire to help you, that you will give up your time to share with me. So, here we go. Okay, so there are two people that are watching right now that you are having issues in your body. I can't say that I am going to completely heal you. That I can't do. This country has an overabundance of people that like lawsuits and like to collect money. So what I can say is I am going to do my absolute best to help you with the pain that you're going through physically. Now, going through that pain is causing you emotional issues. It is causing you spiritual issues. Alleviating or helping you as much as I can with that pain will affect all three levels. Here's the deal. You can help yourself as well. Don't just pull from me this energy. Pull from your emotions. Pull from your spiritual. Ask your divine to intercede and bring you and reinforce the energy that I'm sending to you. Be a partner in it. I like calling it giving legs to your desires. You want to be pain-free? Ask for it. Accept it. Demand it. And I was getting it in my lower back, and that's why you saw me kind of wince. Yeah, my back hurts too, but I'm working on you. So, now Ing was Gebo Unyo Algis T was now these Uru. For those of you that are being affected emotionally by all that we're going through in the world right now, all your loved ones that are being affected by this sickness, all those that you are being separated from, even if it's not as drastic and as severe as what Chris Ann, Ari, and I are going through. There is still that separation between loved ones that you are hesitant to show affection. You flinch if somebody wants to give you a hug. You miss being hugged. It causes a lot of emotional distress, what we're going through. Let's agree to have this energetic hug. Let us share this energetic hug. Bring comfort and gain comfort from the fact that we're all sharing in this energetic hug. And let all of our energies be focused upon each other and each other's emotional energy. Om. Perth row, algae, om, om, gebo, unyo, algae, tiwa. How many of you are feeling spiritually disconnected? I know that some of you probably are used to attending church, gathering together, being in the company of like-minded people. Guess what? You're in the company of like-minded people because irregardless of whether you're Christian, pagan, heathen, Buddhist, those religions are a part of you, but they're not who you are spiritually. Who you are spiritually is within. It is a part of who you are, Reiki-wise. Even if there wasn't Reiki, it would be a part of you because it's just a part of who we are, that we have beliefs in things outside of ourselves. Have belief what's within you. Recognize your spiritual nature, your spiritual strength. It may be waning right now. It may be not as strong as what it could be. This is all a test. This is all, well, it's not just a test, obviously, but it can make you physically stronger. It can make you emotionally stronger. It can make you spiritually stronger. It is not enjoyable. Growing, and oftentimes we get the greatest growth from those things that cause us the most pain. Grow. Accept it. But don't let it control you. Don't let it be all-encompassing. Put it outside. Give it social distance from you because it is not who you are. Now these T-was, T-was, algaes, yo, Gabo. Show Rei. Shoku Rei. Shoku Rei. There is song. There is song. There is song. Well, I hope you were able to gain something from today's session. I hope that if you didn't join in today, I hope that you enjoyed and you learned something about my style anyway. This is my style. Different Reiki practitioners do things differently. What I would say to you is, if you have a mind to receive Reiki, find someone that you connect with. Find somebody that connects with you, someone that you can share with, and most of all, that you're comfortable with and that you can be open with. If you can't be open with them, it's not going to be as good for you. You may get some help from it, some benefit, but not nearly as much as you can if you can open and share and be a part of and participate in. If you feel comfortable with me, thank you. If after watching this video and other videos that I have on my YouTube channel or at Elemental Energies with Chris-Anne and Jeff on Facebook, if you feel comfortable, once you see, hey, this guy's real, this guy really cares, you're welcome to open up yourself, open up your heart, open yourself up physically, and receive those energies that are locked within these videos. Be well, do well, and I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you, and bye.